Hi, Vikes. I'm journalism advisor Rebecca Domney, and I'm here today with senior Andrew Shields, who runs cross country. Thanks for being with us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
So, how long have you been running?
I've been doing like cross country and track since I was about in the fifth grade, but I've been running even before that.
So, what got you involved in fifth grade?
In fifth grade, we had this thing called Johnson Joggers, which is like you did laps every Friday, and then the person with the most laps got a gold medal. And then we also had this thing called a turkey trot, which is like you run about a mile, and first place gets a ribbon.
So, in fifth grade, I mean, a lot of kids, they just like to win things in fifth grade. Was that really your big motivation at that point in time?
Yeah, at that point in time, it was just kind of, it was a cool thing. It was something that I thought was cool, so I wanted to win it.
So, what's your motivation running now?
Running now is just to better myself in cross country, and I know that's like kind of what a lot of people say, but running has helped me kind of move forward in life, and so when I run, that's kind of what I do it for, to better myself.
So, how have you seen the things that you have learned through cross country apply to your life?
Stuff like discipline and sacrifice. You know, when you're running, you got to be disciplined and keep with it daily, and that comes with sacrifices, like not going out with friends as much, getting up early and stuff like that. And then you can take that and put it in other areas of your life, like school. You can transfer those skills, and they really help you kind of fine tune and learn more at school.
Okay. So you run longer distances. What do you think about while you're running?
Just most of the time, just random stuff. If a song pops in my head, that's what I'll sing. A lot of times I do math while I run, just to kind of keep my head off of running, and so I can stay focused.
Okay, that's a really good idea. What's your favorite part of cross country?
My favorite part about cross country is improving, seeing the little improvements I make daily, just being able to improve each time.
What's your least favorite part?
It's probably everybody's least favorite, but getting up early in the morning when it's not hot so you can go out and run.
I know you got a personal record at one of the last meets. What does it mean to you every time you accomplish something like that?
When I accomplish something like that, it shows me that I have been improving. It shows that I have been hitting the goals that I wanted to, so that I can continue moving forward in those goals.
Why do you prefer cross country running to some of the other kinds of running?
Cross country running versus track running. Track running, you just run in a circle. Cross country, you can go out, be in the field, and you can just see a lot more stuff while you run cross country.
Can you think of what's been your favorite race to run?
My favorite race to run is one where it's one long course, but it's through a cornfield, and so they kind of have the corn next to the track, and as you run, you can just look at some corn. It's funny.
That's cool. Do you plan on running in college?
Yeah, if I would like to try and run in college, whether that be at a D1 school or a D3 school, it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Even if you didn't run in college, do you think running is something you would continue doing after high school?
Yeah, running is something that I'd like to take until I can't run anymore.
What do you think the benefits are of continuing to run?
Continuing to run, you always stay in shape, so you don't have to worry about that, and it just helps you keep up with. You have something daily, so if you ever have a bad day, you get home, you go to sleep, and the next morning you get up and run. You have a good run that helps change the next day.
What would you say has been your biggest accomplishment in your running career?
My biggest accomplishment would be on the track. It would be a sub 5 mile, which is pretty impressive for a high school kid. But that's my biggest accomplishment right now.
And then how is cross country a team sport even though it's based on individual times?
Cross country is definitely a team sport, because even though you run individual times, if you have a team, that whole team gets scored, and that score can help you win more things than just winning as an individual. And also, each morning at practice, you're running to help better the team, not better yourself.
And so, how important are your teammates when you're out there running and getting tired of running?
They definitely help you. They can bring you some motivation to keep going forward, even when you might not want to, and just kind of give you a reminder that you're not alone while you're running.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew. We appreciate you coming and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me.